Hi, so welcome to 10 minutes of absolutely useless TMNT lore. Like, no one needs to hear this, but you do. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Basically, I'm going to talk about like really niche events, merch, and just like a couple facts about the show. I don't know. I wrote these while in business class, so, but they're all true. They're all true. Don't worry, don't worry. Start with some TMNT 2012 ones. Okay, first up. The show's first models were not like unique like the ones we ended up with. To like all the turtles basically had the same model, but yeah. To promote the show at San Diego Comic Con, they created an in-app experience where people at San Diego Comic Con chose either the foot or the turtles and completed in challenges to get exclusive merchandise. The shop in the UK called The Entertainer had a competition where if you dressed up as a turtle to their store in 2013, you would get given an exclusive Leo Lego figure. This happens to be worth about £1,000 now, but this Lego figure was first exclusive to San Diego Comic Con. There are many San Diego Comic Con exclusives, such as like with TMNT 2012, and some of these were the aforementioned Lego figure as well as a Shadow Leo, which was in 2012. I actually own this one. A large Space Leo from 2015, and both of these were distributed to more stores later, hence why I could have the Shadow Leonardo, and a Shredder in either 2013 or 2014. There was never a TMNT ride in Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but until recently there was TMNT mascots on site where they did shows and had photo shoots like the other mascots there. As well as this, there was merch available in the shop, of course, with an ad for the core 2012 figures still being in the window to this day. Also, in the window, there is a Leo statue. Until recently, also, there was exclusive merchandise, but now there is only exclusive merchandise for SpongeBob and Paw Patrol. However, in the Mall of America, there is a TMNT themed ride to the Shredder, if I remember correct. There's also exclusive merch such as pins for that ride. Going back to the UK, there is also Nickelodeon Lakeside Adventure, which actually does have a TMNT area. This is themed to TMNT 2012, as well as an exclusive 4D ride that was originally created for Spain. This ride is actually not accessible as of now, and the only way you can see it is by going in person, but this is tricky because people over 12 cannot go without someone younger than 12, so this could actually be lost media if not archived soon. Because if it shuts down and no one records it, then yeah, there is definitely no recordings of it online, and it's completely new. Yeah. In the now defunct Nickelodeon Hotel, when TMNT 2012 came out, they started to theme some parts of the hotel to it, such as a laser tag and had a real-life Antonio's Pizza. They also had a ton of decorations around the hotels to promote the show when it came out, as well as having mascot costumes, of course. However, since they were a later edition, they didn't get a big picture representation on the building, such as like shows like SpongeBob did. But I'm unsure if they ever got their own themed rooms, but I'm pretty sure they did not, because the theme rooms were done in 2009, of course, when the hotel opened. Once the Nick Hotel shut down after their 10th anniversary, Holiday Inn rethemed the TMNT laser tag into just a regular laser tag. However, there are still Nick Hotels that actually exist in the world, and these ones are newer, so TMNT do have dedicated rooms in these resorts. One of them is a TMNT themed room where there's an awesome Mikey statue and comic art covers which are framed on the walls. Playmates were in charge of the Playline toys, of course, and with the UK distributor being Flair and the Japanese distributor being 80 Toys. I could be wrong about that, but it was something like that. At the start of the run of the series, all countries got the releases in full, like, the core figure, Shredder, April. But as time went on, this got more disorganized. In Japan, they only got the first few waves, and this was probably the same for quite a few more countries. As for the UK, they did get most releases up until the end, but there were some omissions such as Tough Lytle, Mondo Gecko, Dimension X Mikey, which I'm really annoyed about to this day. Other releases Yeah, about Mondo Gecko. Like, man, I wanted to buy him so bad. Okay, but I'm glad the UK got it better than some countries in the release schedule. Waves had the four turtles as well as April Splinter, Shredder, Krang, the Rat King, Mouses, Dogpan, Fishface. There's probably more, but yeah, you get the idea. And then later on, characters like Casey, Razar, and Mutagen Man, for season 2. As well as these, there was more variations of the turtles, of course, and these were, like, they had the baby turtles that came in the ooze, like the turtle tots that came in the 2-pack, Spyline turtles, ooze turtles, Maze the Mutant turtles. Starting from 2014 or 2015, Playmates changed their packaging style to be more modern and have more turtles with gimmicks such as iPop and Leo. But the main new range was the Mutations range. This came with a new set of turtles, of course, but other characters did get items in this line. Some new characters that were made were Bebop and Rocksteady, Mondo Gecko, Napoleon Frog, and then in 2016 the Dimension X range was made to coincide with the 4th season, which had characters such as Fugitoid, and then obviously they had the Space Turtles, and April and Casey in Space Gear 2, a Triceraton, I forgot the name of the Triceraton, but there was a Triceraton, and Lord Dreg. Lord Dreg did get released. Then in 2017, that was the main last year of 2012 products, and the main line this year was Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and this line reflects season 5 of the show, and it's different themes that it had that season. Some figures made were Usagi, Samurai Turtles, Halloween Turtles. Then in 2018, production ended and only some re-releases were made under the Totally Turtles line. However, there was quite a few unreleased figures. These figures are ones such as Ice Cream Kitty, Spike, Dr. Cluckingsworth, Biodroid, Krang Prime, and another Triceraton that I forgot the name of. These were shown at toy fairs but never actually made it onto the market, except for that Triceraton that was just like leaked on Target's page for some reason. But yeah. Half Shell Heroes was a subline they tried to target, to try and target a preschool demographic. It started off as just a toy line, but ended up getting a 45-minute special called Half Shell Heroes Blast to the Past. This ended on a cliffhanger which made it seem like it would continue, but it did not. Figures in this line normally came in a 2-pack, and the line lasted for a couple of years. The main themes of the line were obviously to coincide with Blast in the Past, so it was prehistoric. So there was prehistoric costumes and dinosaurs for the turtles. A later line was construction, and there was plans for an animal line, but this never came to fruition. As well as their £10 figures, well, that's how much it costs in the UK. I think in America it's like $10. Playmates also made larger turtles, which retail for about £20 to £30. There were quite a few made, but not many for characters other than the turtles. A couple to note, Usagi. Usagi, however, was actually in a budget release called Mutant XL. These are the same size but lack a lot of articulation, and these Mutant XL figures were made for the Turtles and Usagi in 2017. Playmates isn't the only company who made TMNT 2012 merch, however. Let's start with talking one of the best ones, Revoltech. These figures are made by a famous Japanese brand and are known for their insane articulation and posability. At launch, these figures were about £30 each, which was expensive, but well worth it for the quality. They made the 4 turtles, and each one of them came with different heads and a location. They were very popular, and this made Revoltech release a reissue, where they changed the box design but not the figures. This was the last time they would release them, so this led to them becoming more desirable, and faking companies decided to make fakes of them. The fake Revoltech figures look pretty good, but they lack some details like Mikey's freckles, and the limbs do not click when you pose them. Fakes only exist for the first release, not the re-release. However, in the year 2024, these have also become very sought after, even going for more than the real figures went for back in the day. So, they sell for about £50, which is crazy. But talking about the real figures on price, those have skyrocketed immensely, and now it costs about 150 to £200, and that's the average price for a real Revoltech TMNT figure. This is the end of the first 10 minutes of facts, but don't worry, I have a load more facts. Like, this is just about like 1/4 of the stuff I have. So, yeah, if you liked it, please drop a subscribe so you'll be notified when I make the next part. So, yeah, thank you for watching and bye!